Welcome to a short filming session I did in Taipei quite a few years ago now. Before you start this practice, you might want to do a few Sun Salutations just to warm the body up. So 5 at least, and then you can join in on this practice. So we're just going to warm the body up a little bit more now before we come into quite a strong bird pose called Ekapada Galavasana. So just getting a little bit of a twist in the body, Pavrita Pajvakonasana. Back knee can be on the ground here, otherwise extending back into that back heel and lengthening out through the chest. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. So either staying in the bind, or you might even have the hands on the floor, on blocks. Balance. So if you're in the bind, stay in the bind. Otherwise, you might come up to a standing balance, holding onto the shin bone. Shoulders relaxed. And let's take hold of the back foot, extending out through the front fingers, index finger, thumb together, Yana Mudra. Inhale up. And let's place that foot on the opposite thigh, flex the foot, palms together, coming down. And now we start to prepare ourselves for Ekapada Galavasana. Quite a strong bird pose. Make sure that the front foot, the toes are curled, actively curled around the top of the arm. And we just come forwards a little bit, playing with the balance, stretching out through that back leg. Jumping back if you can, moving through vinyasa. Double chaturangas if you want to go a little bit stronger. So we step the opposite foot forwards. This is the same leg in this video, just because we didn't record the opposite leg. So make sure that you do bring the opposite leg forwards. Full bind if you can. Pavrita Pajvakonasana. Or you might have the back knee on the floor, palms together. On the outside of the leg. Nice deep breaths. Coming into our balance. So stay in the bind or place the hands on the floor or blocks. Back leg at hip height. Stay in the bind or hold on to your shin bone as you come to standing balance. Reaching back through that back foot now. The further you can extend it away from the buttocks, the more your quadricep muscle will engage. Reaching out through the front hand. Inhale, back to center, and we place the foot on the opposite thigh, flexing the foot, and we sink down. Now you might stop here if you're not interested in the stronger bird pose. Otherwise, moving into Ekapada Galavasana, actively wrapping those toes around the top of the arm again. This is as far as you may go, or you might even take the foot off the floor and extend it back. And we jump, or step back. Double chaturangas if you choose. Grounding down. So let's step out wide, beginning to open up through the hips, lining the ankles up underneath the knees. And you can either keep the forearms on the thighs here, this might be plenty, or you can take the hands down on the shin bones and go a little bit deeper. This is a bit of a stronger variation. Nice length through the spine, chin down, shoulders back. listening to the breath, watching the breath, keeping that neutral mind. And we come up into a side stretch. Top shoulder rolled down and back. And other side, reaching out, either looking up, sideways, or down to the floor. Inhale, reaching out, strong arms, reach the arms up, and exhale in front of your Anahata chakra, your heart center. Stay here. Good opportunity to observe your breath again, reconnect. Sinking down. Inhale, let's reach up to the sky, being open to all that great energy and drawing it back down through our center. Inhale again, reaching up strong through the legs. Exhale, grounding down. Inhale through the nose, reach up. Exhale, grounding down. Inhale. Exhale. Reach up, follow the breath. And now take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, take another inhale, open the chest, and exhale, let's fold forwards. Just stretching out the shoulders. Release the hands. So you can either stay in that forward fold, or you can move into Tadasana, another stronger bird pose. So this might be as far as you go, or you might take one foot off the floor at a time. And if you feel stable, take both feet off and really extend out through the legs, right through to the toes. Buttocks nice and high. You may even place a cushion on the floor in case you fall back. And coming down. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. And now you might even stay there again, rest, or you can jump up into handstand. Against the wall is a good option. Coming down. Inhale up and exhale, fold forwards. So let's stretch out our adductor muscles. So bending the leg, left or right, up to you. Make sure that the ankle's under the knee. Really extending out through that bent-legged knee, so opening the hip. And the straight-legged foot, the toes can either be pointing the ceiling if you're a little bit more open, or you can come up a little bit with the hips and place that straight-legged foot flat. So outside edge needs to be connected. And this is to protect the knee. So if you feel any sort of pulling through the knee, that straight-legged knee, you need to come out of the pose a little bit and reactivate the foot. Inhale up. And now let's slide out into Samokasana, or you might make your way to the floor and come into Upavista Konasana. So on your buttocks, legs wide, folding forwards. And feel free to move around a little bit. For those of you in Upavista Konasana, make sure that you're stretching forwards with a nice straight back again. Those of you in this position, slightly stronger, then like I said, you might roll forwards and backwards a few times just to get a bit more opening. Make sure there's no pulling through the knees. Coming out of the pose, bringing the feet together, and we get ready for Baddha Konasana. So let's just stretch out through each hip first, just working each knee down. And other side. Inhale, let's lift up through the heart, and exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, let's come up. Take hold of your big toes, index finger, middle finger together. Find your balance here. This might be as far as you go, or you can extend your legs out, lifting out of the chest again, shoulders down. Taking the legs wide, stay here, or bring the palms together. Activate your legs a little bit more, pointing the toes. Drishti is up. Taking hold of the big toes again, bringing the legs together, and you can roll back, rock up, cross your shin bones, and move back through a vinyasa. Just notice that I only jump back into chaturanga, not plank. This is important. Thanks for watching.